With all these homes going up for sale, I was shocked to see a Gladden Farms home sell last month for $5,000 over asking in just 3 days. It sounds like a bidding war, but in this market, and this is what I really want to reveal to you. Even though you can see price reductions online, you don't see seller concessions. That's something that's actually hidden, and it's kind of hard for me to even pull it out of my MLS, but I've extracted that data for you so you can see exactly what these sellers and buyers are getting in these deals so you know how the market is actually behaving. This particular home had price reductions and seller concessions totaling around $7,000. The final sold price doesn't really reveal that to you. In addition, if you total up all of Marana's sales for the month of July, you will see, as I'm about to show you, there's a little less than $3 million in not only price reductions, but seller concessions and paid repairs. My name is Liz J. I'm the creator of YourMarana.com and a local Greater Tucson Marana area realtor. I'm here to bring you the data so that you can see what's actually happening in our market today. Whether you're buying your next home, selling your current one, or you're looking to relocate to the Greater Tucson or Marana area, I'm going to have something for you in this video today and you don't want to miss it. First up, home buyers. If this doesn't apply to you, you can go ahead and skip to the next segment. I'm going to show you why, even though there's a lot of homes on the market, you still need to be careful because some of these homes are selling quickly. It all depends on how they're priced and how they're presented. Some homes are going really fast, like the one that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. There are still a handful of homes every month that are priced well and that are going to move fast. You want to make sure you don't sleep on the home that you really, really want, and here's why. Marana homes are sitting on the market about 36 days before they go under contract. That's not a buying frenzy. It's enough time to see a house twice and write a real offer. But the well-priced homes are not waiting around for you. Here are 3 homes that sold at or above list price in less than a week of being on the market. So as a buyer, where is your leverage? It's actually in 3 places. 70% of July's closings in Marana sold below their list price. 62% of sellers gave a concession, meaning they paid for the buyer's closing costs, a rate buy down, or other expenses. That's normal right now, and in most cases, it's not rude to ask the seller to contribute to get the home sold so they can move on. Marana area homes are listing at around a median price of about $489,000, but they're selling at a median price of around $449,000. That's a huge gap, and what that means to you when you go to buy a home is that you have a lot of leverage to negotiate things in your favor. One of the secrets I share with my clients is not only to look at how the prices are behaving in the market, but also how long these homes are sitting. And it's not how long they're sitting right now. Some of these homes have been put on the market, taken off the market, put back on the market, so on and so forth. Some sellers change agents or strategies several times before they actually feel comfortable keeping their home on the market for a long period of time. For example, a house in Del Webb showed 35 days in July, but cumulatively it had been on the market for 578 days. It sold for $450,000, $40,500 less than its original list price. Just because sellers are relisting their homes doesn't mean it's going to reset what buyers like you are willing to pay. And here's another conundrum not many people talk about. New builds are selling at about 9% less per square foot than resale homes right now in Marana. That's backwards from what most buyers assume. You would think new builds cost more, but not in the month of July in Marana. And the builders are just as motivated to get these homes off their books, probably even more motivated than individual homeowners selling their resale homes. So if you're looking to buy a home in the Greater Marana or Tucson area, you have a lot of choices and you also have a lot of room to negotiate. Just remember, if you come across a home that's priced very well, it's probably going to sell quickly despite what the market conditions are. Now, if you don't have an area home to sell, go ahead and skip to the relocator segment. I'm going to show you how Tucson, Marana, and Oro Valley are measuring up to each other so you can decide which area you want to buy in. Homeowners, you're up next. Every month, I like to dig out what I call the hidden number. It's basically the money that changes hands behind the sold number that you see on Zillow. July's hidden number was exceptionally large. So Marana sellers gave back roughly $2.77 million last month, almost $3 million. That money never shows up in a headline sold price, and that's really the number that should worry you if you're pricing your home off Zillow alone. Here are 3 real examples I uncovered in July's sales. This first house sold at full list price for $395,000. Looks like a flawless deal, but secretly hiding is $16,000 in seller concessions and repairs, none of which is visible in the sold price that you can see online. House number 2. Remember in the beginning when I mentioned a home that sold for $5,000 over its asking price? This is that home. It sold $5,000 over asking, but in the background, the seller actually paid $12,375 in repairs and netted about $7,000 under their original asking price. House number 3 is a jaw dropper, listed at $2.749 million, sold at $2.115, so that's a $634,000 drop, 23% off of the original list price. Plus, they gave $27,000 in concessions. Total amount this seller lost was about $661,000 over 298 days. So this seller ended up selling their home for 23% less than what they originally anticipated. So that's definitely a lot of money to lose when you go in expecting one number and you come out 23% less than your original expectation. You have to be really careful in this market. If you price your home too high and end up chasing the market down, everybody sees it. Buyers see it, agents see it. It's very, very obvious. Hiding behind a high price home, there's no magic behind it. There's no magic silver bullet, one buyer who's going to come and see the value in your home. If the market is indicating that your home should be priced differently, I would definitely take that warning into consideration when pricing my home today. So why am I even showing you this? I definitely don't want to scare you. My goal is to teach you vicariously through other people's mistakes how you can approach today's market and get the most money for your home based on the market today. Additionally, focusing on the condition of your home is very important. You want to make sure that you check the roof, the age of your major appliances, and the condition of other items in your home. Presentation is more important than ever. Last but not least, I want to share with you canceled and expired homes for the month of July. Homes that sit on the market, they don't have a price reduction, the sellers maybe can't reduce the price or they don't want to. They will end up either canceling their contract early with their agent, or they sit and they just expire out of that contract and they don't re-enter the market. I don't believe that you want to be that seller. So if you're planning on listing your home this fall, you can absolutely win. You have to approach it with a great strategy. Price is only one of several factors you need to consider before you put your home on the market. If you're watching from out of state or even just on the other side of town and you're thinking about a move, this month I've got a clean comparison of Marana, Tucson, and Oro Valley. Same yardstick, same July window. Here's the honest way to think about it. You're not just picking a price, you're picking a pace. Oro Valley tends to be the tightest out of these 3 areas. It's sitting as the strongest seller's market of the group with the median home price of about $530,000. If you want to move to Oro Valley, you're definitely going to pay the most between the 3 cities. And you'll need to move fast. Homes typically don't stay on the market as long in Oro Valley compared to Tucson and Marana. Tucson, obviously the largest of the 3 cities, always has more to choose from. Tucson had just under 450 closings in the month of July, and they always have a massive selection. They have the best value per square foot out of the 3 towns. But with that much movement, you need to decide quick, especially if the home is priced right. You're definitely not the only buyer shopping for homes in the Tucson area if that's where you want to live. Marana, on the other hand, shows up as a happy medium between all 3 towns, offering larger homes with the median size a little over 2,000 square feet, which is bigger than Tucson's, cheaper than Oro Valley, and Marana gives buyers the longest runway of the 3 with 61 median days on market. That's time to fly out, see the home, think about it, and then write your offer. Just remember, if the home is priced right, it's probably going to move quickly. So that's the honest matchmaking between Oro Valley, Marana, and Tucson. If you're ready to talk to a professional about buying your next home, selling your current one, or moving to the southern Arizona area, go ahead and book a call with me using the link in the description below.